We are making big changes tonight to my OnlyFans page. Fingers crossed that it works. Welcome to this week's video. As you can tell from the title, I am making major changes to my OnlyFans page. This video and this decision is a long time coming. So I'm really glad that the moment has finally come and I'm taking this leap. We're going to bounce backward in time a little bit at the beginning of this video to last night when I made this decision, and then go from here. Basically, after almost 4 years of being on the OnlyFans platform, a lot has changed, and I've realized a lot on my own page needs to change in order to continue to be successful. I work with OnlyFans creators all the time, doing Zoom consultations, one-on-one help, and I'm constantly giving advice and sharing my expertise with how to improve somebody's page. But however, when I look at mine, I know there are so many things that even I could be doing better. No matter how comfortable or consistent or okay I felt, it's finally time to make some changes and see how much money we can make after implementing these adjustments, and then really just going into it full force, promoting it as much as I can the way that I encourage all of you guys to do. I'm gonna basically be taking you through different stages of changing my OnlyFans username, changing the format of my feed and the posts on my own page, how I'm promoting, posting, promoting my link everywhere that I can every single day, the way that I encourage all of you guys to do it on Reddit and Twitter and Instagram. And then after, putting everything I have into it for however long this is going to take for me to feel like it's set up for success again. We will determine if these big changes made a difference and weigh the pros and cons. One last thing, if you are considering signing up for your own OnlyFans page, please use my referral link down below. You don't lose any of your money by doing this. It's just a way for creators to support other creators rather than the platform itself taking out money. If you are an OnlyFans creator already and are looking for a little bit of a boost, I offer OnlyFans promos. If you're looking for some one-on-one help, mentorship, coaching, even just a nice conversation to talk OnlyFans content, I offer one-on-one help via Zoom meetings, so DM me on Instagram for either of those if you want to set it up. And then if you're new to this channel, I have dozens of OnlyFans videos documenting the whole journey from when I first started in January of 2020 to today, and everything that's happened in between, full of advice, mistakes, regrets, highs and lows, income, how much I've made in a week, a month, a year, 3 years. My whole life has basically changed because of this decision. So there's a lot to check out, there's a lot to talk about, so here we go. This lighting is awful, but I cannot believe I'm starting this video. I don't know where it came from. I just had such a burst of I've got to do this and I've got to do it now energy. So that's when I know I've got to like seize the moment. I feel like I can't show much, but I have been working here all day. It is almost 8 p.m. Here's what I'm thinking. I have had my OnlyFans page for almost 4 years now. Oh my gosh, almost 4 years now. I feel like the last year, almost 2 years or so, has been more of an L, like a low than a win or a high. And it's still working, it's still bringing in income. It's nothing like how it was in the beginning. And part of me wonders, is it the sign of the times? Is it just no longer 2020? Is it just not as this big novelty? Is it highly saturated? Or is it me, you know? Is it me? And I just spent all afternoon on these Zoom calls with you guys, which I love doing. It's one-on-one consultations with OnlyFans creators. We talk, I give advice, we go over your profile, your promotions, what you may be doing wrong, or what you can, not wrong, but what you can do to improve, what you're struggling with, what you want to focus on. And I have been sitting here telling these wonderful creators that they have to go for it. They've got to be promoting every single day, everywhere that they can. They've got to set up everything for success. And I'm sitting in the dark here, realizing I've let my page become stagnant because it was working and because it was bringing in money, because it's been so established. But I'm not promoting every day. I'm not putting myself out there. The last client that I was working with asked me, you know, looking back on your time, is there anything that you feel like you may have done wrong or you wish you could go back and do different? And shoot, she got me thinking. And something that I told her is I kind of wish that I pushed myself harder when I was doing so well. I was just comfortable, and eventually it began to slip, and I don't talk about it as much. And I feel like I just went through periods of time where my videos started to sound repetitive. I didn't know what to post on YouTube to talk about OnlyFans because that's how I was gaining an audience. The reason it worked so well in the beginning is because I put my entire energy, life, being, like everything I had into it, and the universe gave me everything back. So welcome to the video where I basically start over and make very big changes and see what happens. There's a lot that I know I could be doing better. We're gonna cover it all, and we're starting tonight at 8 p.m. as I'm frantically and manically deciding to do this. Now, the biggest thing that I know that needs to change is my username, and I am hesitant to do this because this is my digital footprint, this is my trail, this is the links that are already out there that people have found my page from, but that reason alone is why I need to change it, because it's my real name. And at the time, I didn't know that this wasn't one of those platforms where you want your real name, and now I know a nickname is better. Now, the biggest steps that I know that I need to take to make these big changes, revamp, and basically start over on OnlyFans is, well, there's a couple things. I'm looking at my page right now. Obviously, I can't show that on YouTube. Subscribe though. I have over 6,000 pieces of media on my OnlyFans page, and a big portion of that are promos, which I love. I made the promise of, I'm gonna promote you on my page, never delete it, it's always there. My content is sporadically embedded into it, which I really didn't mind, but after 3 years, it's really hard for my fans that follow to subscribe and then be like, wait, where's your content? That is the big reason why I'm losing reoccurring fans. I need to build up my audience again. So it's gonna be a process, and this is something that I have put off forever, but I'm gonna have to go through one by one. I'm gonna go back to 2020, like start from the back end of my profile and delete all the really old promos so my content is more searchable and findable on here. And now the biggest thing that I need to change on here is my username. I've kind of wanted for a while to have a separation, but I wanted all my social medias to still be able to find it. I was thinking about it tonight. I was staring at my settings, and the thing is, if I change it, I change it. I just don't know what to do first. Delete my post, change. I feel like I just have to do it all at once, but I need to change my name and then update my Linktree, beacons, and probably post about how I'm changing my name on here so it's searchable again. Posting this video will help a ton, so my new username is down below. I've been sitting in my settings trying to figure out a good username that isn't taken, that's easy to remember, short and sweet, because those are my biggest suggestions with usernames, is something easy to type in if heard or seen. So if somebody is scrolling on Reddit or Instagram and they see a creator with a name like Amy Rose, who is someone that I know on Instagram who's really successful in OnlyFans. Amy Rose is so simple and memorable. You see that, and if you're thinking about it later, you're like, oh, what was the name of that OnlyFans girl I wanted to check out? Amy Rose. My name right now, it's hard to spell, it's long. So the username that I have come up with, brainstormed, and decided to go with, drumroll please, is just Makayla. Because that's exactly what it is. And I need to change this tonight before somebody else grabs it. Bio's good. I feel like just talking to the creators today that I had those Zoom consults with, it made me realize that there are things I know I can do better, and why am I sitting here coaching these girls, which are wonderful creators and I love doing it. Well, I know there's also that saying of how like coaches don't play, but if I'm giving the advice and I can see when I look at their pages exactly what I know they can improve on and what they can do better, I need to look at my own page with the same understanding. I am no exception. There are things I can do better, starting with my username. So onlyfans.com/Makayla, that's my new name. If I do this, I'm gonna do it and I cannot go back, but I know it's for the best. I just refreshed my page. I am officially just Makayla and I love it. Oh my God. See, I was super overwhelmed because I knew changing my whole platform would be a lot, and I was just scared because I gave myself a heavy list of, I basically have to change 4 years of something that I've created. The scariest part was like thinking about it all, but you just gotta do it. So the big part of changing my name is done. I'm going to update the links. So now it'll say onlyfans.com/justmakayla, because my old link now is void. So I need to update my beacons, which is like the Linktree alternative that I use. I think I'm just going to spend the rest of my evening working on deleting really old ads on my page so I can start to condense my content. That's the biggest hurdle. And then once that feels complete and my page looks more set up for success, then I have to start promoting the way that I'm telling all of you to promote, because I've let it kind of just sit on the back burner. YouTube and my platforms right now bring in an audience as it is, but I know that it's nothing the way that it used to be because I haven't been posting OnlyFans videos. But that is my homework for this evening. I'll check in either tomorrow or when I have an update. Marnie's gonna help me. I have no idea what this is. But it's the next day. I'm about to head out to sushi with a friend, but I wanted to give you an update on what I was working on last night. So I got about 1,000 posts, I believe, if not more, transferred from my main feed to my archive feed. And I realized the archive option on OnlyFans is so helpful. The way that I understand it is it's still public, it's still visible, fans can find it, but it's a separate feed, the way that Instagram has your posts feed, reels feed, tagged feed, all of that in order on like a separate tab. This is like a separate tab. And I learned on Reddit that a lot of OnlyFans creators will use the archive, the public archive category to organize like videos or specific types of posts so that they're easier to find and not buried in your feed. As someone who is very organized and loves having everything in its place, this is the best. I think I'm about like a third done. I scrolled all the way to the bottom of my feed and started moving the promos to my public archive tab. What's also really nice is analytically, the amount of posts that's visible goes down, but the amount of hearts and likes and engagement stays the same because they're all public, right? So it's helping my ratio, it's providing order and structure on my page, and it's helping me sort through so that my feed is just me now, like just Makayla, my OnlyFans handle, but I'm able to still provide promos. I still have a lot of work to do. I also changed all of my links on YouTube today to the new onlyfans.com/justmakayla handle, so we're making some progress, but I already feel so much better about my decision, and I just know that this is good and this is how it's supposed to be. I'll check in with you though when I have another update. It's the next day. I have finally finished organizing and finalizing my OnlyFans page. Yeah, it took about 3 days in total to go through and organize my posts, but now my feed is finally just me, just Makayla, like the handle, username. I wish I could show you because it makes me so happy, and to see everything organized and to have all these old posts that were buried, like I wish I could show it so badly in this video, but obviously I can't do that, so you're gonna have to check it out yourself. But I've got a separate tab now with all of the old promos. I keep the new ones that come in on my other tab for 2 weeks, and then it gets sorted, but it's still visible. Oh, it feels so much better. And I actually went in this morning and adjusted my bio, so that's up to date. And now that my page feels ready for success again, this is the scary part for me, but I have to start promoting it a lot. So I just made an Instagram story with a little spicy pic, and I said, made some big changes over on my private page, new name, new feed, new pics, and no more ads. Come say hi, and then I have my link. Also, I know that I really encourage having like a separate Instagram for this type of content, especially if you want to keep your personal life separate from this. But if you do have a platform already, like I kind of did, it's also very beneficial to use that platform for it. Of course, if you're hesitant for whatever reason or don't want certain people to see it, I just hide them from my story. So I've got like family members and people that they know what I do, but they don't really have to see it when they're opening my Instagram story, you know? So I just hid it from them because, you know, it's just not for them. Okay, I just posted it. I might try to post on Reddit today as well, and then we'll just start promoting it more and more. I need to take some new content too, because I've kind of been recycling and using older content that hasn't been seen yet. But if I really want to come back and do this fully, and now that I've got the page set up for success, I'm posting this video to help promote it. Instagram, Reddit would be next. That is the update though. I feel like this whole video is just updates from the same spot right here, but this is where I get most of my work done on my laptop. So whenever an update comes to mind, I just want to mention it when I'm here working. Anyway, it's been almost a week since I've really gone for it with OnlyFans. It was last Thursday, I believe, where I had all of the Zoom meetings that wanted to really motivate me to push myself even harder and do all of the sort of like advice that I'm telling these new pages to do, even though I am an established 3-4 year creator on the platform. Like, I've definitely slowed down with promoting than when I had that momentum in the beginning. So a couple of updates. I have been promoting on Twitter a lot more, and I will say the engagement on Twitter is 10 out of 10, like so great. Reddit, Instagram, and then I've also been doing a few shout out for shout outs with some friends. Luckily, I know I have more than a handful of OnlyFans creators, so I have been asking on my Instagram story if anyone is interested in doing shout out for shout outs. Definitely follow me on Instagram so you don't miss out on opportunities like this if you are a creator. I did a shout out for shout out with NovaSoul13 today. I also did a shout out for shout out yesterday with Scandic_beauty. And then I'm trying to get one set up tomorrow with a friend as well. I've realized I'm a little bit nervous to ask people for a shout out for shout out, and I don't know why. I guess I'm so used to receiving people asking me that, but I just don't want these people that I've networked and become friends with to think I'm using them. I don't think they would come off that way, but it's like my own insecurity, I guess. I don't know. But I've been doing shout out for shout outs this week and promoting a ton on all these platforms, and I have noticed a small incline of a difference. Actually, let me check right now my following increase for the week. Oh, I also took a ton of content last night in the bathtub, so I was trying to stock up, because that's another thing I tell people to do, is like take a ton of content when you can so that you can kind of go through it slowly and post it. So I took a lot of good pictures last night in the tub, or 2 nights ago. Either way, I'm going through that content right now. Definitely subscribe so you can check that out. I mean, I gained like 6 fans through all this promoting, but my subscription's $26 and I get 20 of that after the OnlyFans cut is cut, so I guess that is like $120. It's just so crazy to me because a few years ago it was just such a crazy different time than it is right now. So all of the hard work like promoting is working, but it's definitely a different time than it was a few years ago. So it's working. I mean, I'm definitely gaining some followers. I just feel like you definitely have to promote and push your account a ton every single day, which is what I've been telling people for years. And I know this video will help a ton as well. So yeah, slowly but surely cruising along. That is the update though. I think I'm going to do a few more shout outs for shout outs this week. And then once I hit 1 full week, I'll wrap up the video and I'll get this posted. And I'm sure I'll do an updated vlog because YouTube has always helped me bring in the most fans. So hopefully this video will help, because if you used to subscribe to my OnlyFans page, whether that was in 2020 before promos or during promos, like it is very different now, and I spent a lot of time organizing it and getting all of my content in one place and taking a ton more content and really keeping my account up with the times. I hope you like it, but I'm really trying. Like, I know it can work because it's worked before, you know? I just want to keep the good vibes going basically, but that is the update for tonight. All right, it is Thursday. I figured I should end off this video with a recap, even though I think the grind is still going. But little weekly update before I get this video edited and uploaded. I'm looking at my OnlyFans earnings right now, and I just kind of noticed how much money I made within the last week, so I wanted to update you. Hopefully I talked about this enough while filming parts of this video, but I just wanted to push myself harder to see how much I could truly grow and earn on the platform in a week if I listened to my own advice to the extent of a new account where I tell, you know, people that are just starting to promote every single day, post every single day, get your link out there everywhere you can, promote on X, Y, and Z or Twitter, like everywhere you can think of, you know? And I decided to go for it for a week and see how much I could grow, how much I could earn, how much of a difference it really made. So I made a list of all the things that I did this week to help. Basically throughout this week, I posted more on my Instagram stories promoting my page. I posted on Reddit a couple of times. I posted on Twitter. I promoted it on my YouTube community tab, and I did shout out for shout outs with other creators around the same size as me. So as in platform size, audience size. Out of all these places, I'd say that Twitter was awesome for engagement. Every time I posted, I got a lot of likes, retweets, comments, but not a lot of crossover from Twitter to OnlyFans. Reddit was the most frustrating because it's changed a lot since OnlyFans started, and a lot of communities and threads on Reddit do not like self-promo, so you had to find the popular communities that allowed you to promote your OnlyFans that was active, and that was difficult. And then I ended up just posting on my own Reddit feed, my own account. I'm not sure how much engagement that got, if any came from that specifically, but it didn't really seem like it. And then YouTube community tab did help a little bit, so thank you so much for those that saw it posted there. But Instagram made the biggest difference. And then the biggest thing that helped was collaborating and doing shout out for shout outs with other creators. And I asked on my Instagram stories to do this. So I just want to say a big thank you to some accounts that helped me with this. There was one person that did turn me down, which kind of hurt, but I get it. That happens, but I guess it doesn't hurt to ask. And I actually do have 2 more shout outs for shout outs with friends today, as well as Blair Beanie VIP. So thank you so much to those friends as well. I noticed the biggest growth with the shout outs for shout outs and Instagram in terms of people that went from that platform to OnlyFans. So that was my experience. Now, as for the income, I'm looking at my earnings for the last week, and I have earned about $400 this week by pushing myself harder. And no matter what, an additional $400 in 1 week's time, I'll take it. That is super helpful with bills and everything, so I'm really grateful for that. But the biggest takeaway of this video, I think, is collaborating, networking, doing shout outs for shout outs with other creators, and then Instagram and Twitter have been the biggest places that helped me this week. But it was really fun kind of putting myself in the ringer instead of coaching on Zoom and telling people how to grow, actually pushing myself the way that I encourage new creators to. Because like I said, once I had this established platform for a couple of years, you do kind of get stagnant with it and don't push yourself as hard as when you first started. So I'm really glad that I did this. And I know that by posting this video, hopefully it will help me as well. So if you're watching this video and are interested or curious, please go subscribe to Just Makayla on you know where. Like I mentioned, I really cleaned up my page, so all of the promos are in a separate tab and all of my photos are on my feed, so it's really easy to find all the bundles that are available. Overall, I feel so much better about my account. I'm really glad that I made it Just Makayla and not my full name. I'm also really happy I cleaned up the feed, adjusted the bio. I basically just had to look from the outside in as if I were coaching my own page, what I would do to improve it. And it made $400 of a difference, and I'm sure it'll make a bigger difference too when I post this video. So hopefully this helped. It was also a really fun challenge for me. And like I mentioned, I have 2 more shoutouts for shoutouts with friends today. So hopefully that helped. And then when this video goes up, I guess I should make an updated video once I post the 2 shoutouts for shoutouts as well as this video. So maybe I'll do a week 2 update, how much I can make on OnlyFans in a week after I post this YouTube video, to see how much of a difference this video makes. I definitely gained probably about 20 new fans, not counting the reoccurring subscriptions from old fans. I'd say from all the promo work, that's pretty good. Of course, my account does have a higher fee than others, so I know that plays a part as well, but I'm proud of it and I'm really grateful. So if you are thinking about signing up for OnlyFans as a creator yourself, I do have that referral link down below. Definitely check it out. Please use it if you plan on making your own page. No money comes out of you by doing this. OnlyFans, the platform, is where the 5% comes out of, but it's another great way to show support to another creator rather than having the company take that income. If you don't have an account yet and you're thinking of being a creator on the platform, definitely sign up using my link. And if you are a fan on the platform and you are not subscribed, please go subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'm posting a ton more on there and I'm having a lot of fun. I feel like I almost needed that break to rest and come back ready and I don't know, I got a lot of content from this summer that's kind of saucy and spicy that I might not want to post on my Instagram but want to post somewhere. So check it out. I think I mentioned, but I took a ton of content the other night to stock up, so I'm posting all of that. It's a fun time and I'd love to talk to you more over there. Definitely check that out as well. But I hope this was fun, educational, entertaining, and kind of something that piqued your interest, and I hope it helped. Definitely comment down below too if you have any other suggestions or things that made the biggest difference on your platform. As always, use my YouTube comment section to network, promote. You can leave your OnlyFans link on any OnlyFans video on my channel, and it's a great way to network as well. So if you're looking for other similar creators to do shoutouts for shoutouts with, definitely check it out down below. I think I'm going to end the video here and then start the next week's video on OnlyFans once I get this video posted to see how much of a difference that made. And we'll just go from there. I'm really trying to bring my page back up to where it once was. And that's a whole other conversation, I think, of will OnlyFans ever be what it used to be a few years ago? I don't know. I'll talk about that in a future video soon. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you are not already. Check out my socials, OnlyFans, everything down below. I'll see you real soon with my next video though. Bye!